Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Jada Bailey, the Mindful Mage, and it is another gorgeous Witchy Wednesday. Now today we are going to be talking about crystals. Yay! Everybody loves them, right? Even people that I know that have nothing to do with witchcraft or don't know a damn thing about it have at least a handful of crystals. And I don't know about you, but my friends are always asking me about them. Where do I find them? What do I do with them? How do I cleanse them? How do I charge them? Well, friends and everybody else out there in the world, today I'm going to tell you exactly how to do all of those things and, well, what you do with them, what you use crystals for, more or less. So, let's get to it. Now, I couldn't possibly sit here and go over all of the crystals out there in the world because we would be here for days, if not weeks. So I'm going to go over a few of my favorites and what I feel are the most common and most popular ones that are also pretty easy to get a hold of. We are starting with amethyst. Amethyst is my absolute favorite crystal, like tops, it's my favorite. I have amethyst everything, rings, bracelets, earrings, necklaces, shoelaces, and I have an amethyst pendulum that I take with me everywhere I go. Amethyst is the awakener of the third eye. It helps to develop intuition and awareness, as well as facilitate meditation, calming, and tranquility. Okay, so it's good stuff, especially for someone like me that has anxiety, which is why I take it everywhere I go. Carnelian is a gorgeous, like fiery red stone. It kind of reminds me of like dragons and I don't know, but it's a beautiful friggin' stone. Okay, so carnelian enhances creativity and sexuality, recycles past life experiences, and speeds up the law of karma. So if you need a little juicing in the sex department, or you need karma to hurry the hell up and get back at your enemies, grab you some carnelian. Citrine, which is actually my fiance's favorite stone, and he's not even into any of this stuff. Like, we walked into a metaphysical store and he's holding my shopping bags, looking bored out of his mind and miserable, and he passes this table that has like a bowl of citrine stones, and he stops dead in his track. He picks one up and he couldn't put it down the rest of the time we were in the store. So that your stone, if you don't have any yet and you come across some, one might just call out to you. And the one that called out to him was citrine. Citrine is a stone of success, money, and abundance, as well as prosperity, which is pretty much all the same thing. It raises self-esteem and brings good luck for business projects. So you would use this to help raise your self-esteem, or what I believe he most commonly uses it for is for prosperity and luck and abundance. Rose quartz, the lover's stone. It's the prettiest pale pink, and rose quartz, well, as I said, it's a love stone. It helps to open the heart for true love and friendship. It's for nurturing and comforting energy, and it brings inner peace. Okay, so if you need a little love and light in your life, or some peace, some nourishing, some love, did I say that already? I'm going to say it again, some love, because it's the lover's stone. Grab you some rose quartz. Clear quartz. Clear quartz is the most common stone, and it's so easy to find. You can find it like pretty much anywhere. I even found one at my local grocery store. Clear quartz is like the white candle of crystals, okay? It can act in place of just about any crystal or serve just about any purpose, but clear quartz specifically is used for restoration and release. So it amplifies, it restores, it releases, and it stores energies. It's a great stone to meditate with when you're searching for clarity, and it also helps to clear mental blocks and improve focus. So you can use your clear quartz for pretty much anything that you want to use it for. I personally use it throughout the day. Whenever I meditate, I will hold my clear quartz crystal and I will repeat my mantra, which is, while holding it, which is, I am crystal clear about the thoughts and the feelings that I want to magnify. Tiger's eye. Yes, I'm going to say it again. Tiger's eye is one of my favorite stones, and another stone I almost always have with me. And it's pretty kind of like brown. Actually, it's kind of like ombre, like my braids. Tiger's eye enhances personal power, integrity, and the ability to bring heaven on earth. It brings order, stability, wealth, and integration. Tiger's eye is also a great stone for protection, courage, and balance, which is why I always usually have one with me for protection and mostly for courage, but also I'm a little all over the place, so probably also for balance. And last but not least, certainly not least because there are a gajillion more. Anyway, black tourmaline. Another pitch black stone, another protection stone. I think probably one of, if not the best protection stones. Black tourmaline is known most commonly for grounding and protection. I use black tourmaline in my home. I keep a stone or two by windows and doors just to boost that protective agent. I also carry it with me sometimes, either tourmaline or obsidian, to protect me from negative energies and, well, negativity in general. There are actually quite a few options that you have when it comes to cleansing your crystals, and depending on what crystal it is, may vary on what options that you have. So the most common ones for cleansing would be using the earth. So you can either bury them in the ground. They will get a little dirty, obviously, because, you know, dirt. Or you can bury them in salt to cleanse them. I would leave them there anywhere from 24 hours to about 72 hours. You can wash them or place them in water to cleanse, but if they are, some stones do turn or rust, or some stones just are meant to put in water. So do a bit of research on whatever stone it is that you're trying to cleanse if you do want to use water to do it, and make sure that that stone can be placed in water for long periods of time without being ruined by it. It's usually stones that are like heavy in iron that don't mix too well with water. You can also use other crystals to help cleanse your crystals. I mentioned I use selenite for charging. I also use amethyst to help cleanse some of my other crystals. So, I mean, it's completely up to you. You can do smudging with either like sage or incense or really any smoke. Just waft it around your crystal or hold your crystal in the smoke. I use my sound bowl, my Tibetan sound bowl, to cleanse my crystals. So you can use sound. You can sing to them if you want to, unless you have a terrible singing voice, then it might just make things worse. Or you can use, and this was actually harder to do, honestly, it requires quite a lot of concentration, but you can use your own energy, and you can use visualization. Jesus. Like, so basically, hold your stones in your hand, close your hands over your stones, close your eyes, and just like visualize your energy pouring into your stones and cleansing them of any bad, negative, or just unwanted energies. After you cleanse your stones, you're going to want to charge them with positive energy because, well, once you cleanse them, you kind of cleanse them of just about all the energy, good and bad, especially if you use smudging like sage, because sage is like the bleach of herbs, I guess. It cleanses all energy, good and bad. So anyway, you'll want to charge your stones with positive energy, and there are a handful of ways to do this. And actually, some of the ways you cleanse them can also be the way you charge them. Like if you want to use water to charge them, I would highly recommend using running water, like a stream or a lake or any body of running water to charge them. Again, make sure that it is a stone that can be placed in water for any period of time. As I mentioned earlier, for cleansing, you can also charge them by burying them in the earth for I think about no more than 12 hours will do, no less than 3 hours. But yeah, about 12 hours is a good amount of time. You can use other crystals to charge your smaller crystals. I mentioned this twice already, but I use my selenite wand to charge some of my smaller crystals. Or you can use sunlight to charge your crystals, so you can leave them out in a windowsill or in your car or wherever they can soak up the sun. Leave them out in the sun for a full day to charge them with a fiery, positive energy. Just make sure that some stones do bleach or fade in the sun, like amethyst or really any quartz. Colored quartz tends to fade in sunlight. So instead of doing sunlight, for those you can use, which is my personal favorite way to do it, charge your crystals in moonlight. Moonlight. I'm a daughter of the moon. Maybe that's why it's my favorite, but whatevs. Leave your crystals out at night, anywhere where they can have direct moonlight hitting them, and you want to put them there after the sun sets and take them back in before the sun comes up. I like to charge my crystals in the full moon just to have that full moon energy radiating throughout all of my crystals, but you can charge them really any time in any moon. And you can charge any crystal in moonlight. It doesn't matter which one, so you don't have to look into the specifics of it to make sure that you are not gonna hurt or harm or ruin your crystal in any way, shape, or form. Moonlight is safe. That's another reason why it's my favorite. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to do any research. Just put them out there. Though, if you're not a morning person, I will say getting up before the sun rises sucks. But it's okay, it's worth it, especially if it's a full moon. It's pretty. And lastly, you can also charge your crystals. Again, this method I find to be difficult because it does take some concentration and a little know-how, but you can charge your crystals with your own energy and visualization. Again, you'd hold them in the palm of your hands, clasp them there, close your eyes, and just really focus your energy and intent into the crystals, into charging them with good vibes and positivity. Pretty much, more or less, that's about it. It doesn't sound that difficult, but if you like sit there and try to do it, just try to do it. Go ahead, sit there, try. Your mind, it wanders. It's kind of hard. To keep your crystals loved and cared for, you want to store them where they are tucked away from other people's and other things' energy. So you want to keep them away from anything that'll disrupt their own energy. I keep mine in like a little wooden chest. you can do that. You can keep them in a drawer or any little box or wherever you want to keep them. Really, just keep them somewhere safe. Or if you want to keep them out for display, you will probably need to cleanse and charge them more often, because they're out and about and they're sitting there and they're just absorbing the energy from around them, as well as putting out their own energy. So you'll have to replenish that pretty frequently, not on a daily basis, but maybe every other week or so. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it super helpful. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't have any crystals of your own, or you don't have many, I got my first handful of crystals from Amazon, actually. I'll link the seller, or I'll put the link in the description below, but it was very reasonably priced. I got a good amount of crystals. They came with, I'm having a brain fart, jeez. They came with like an owner's manual sort of thing, and a little paper describing what each crystal was and what you can use it for. Also came with like a little pendulum and a chakra bracelet, which was super cute. So I'll put that down below if you want to grab some of your own. And that's it for me, guys. I will see you next week. Bye.